Ever come across people flaunting their wealth? Ever wonder if they're truly wealthy? Let's dive into this fascinating topic. In today's world, it's easy to equate the show of wealth with actual wealth. After all, the more expensive the car, the wealthier the person must be, right? Not necessarily. It's a common misconception that the more people show off their wealth, the wealthier they are. But that's not always the case. In fact, it's often quite the opposite. This is what we call the paradox of wealth. The paradox of wealth is a fascinating concept. It suggests that those with real wealth don't need to prove they have it. They don't need to flaunt it. They don't need to show off their expensive cars, their luxury vacations, or their designer clothes. They know they have it, and that's enough for them. Why is this so? Well, the answer lies in the nature of wealth itself. Wealth is not just about money or material possessions. It's about security and freedom. It's about the ability to live life on your own terms without worrying about the next paycheck. It's about the peace of mind that comes from knowing that you can handle life's ups and downs. Those who truly have wealth understand this. They understand that wealth is more than just the number of zeros in their bank account. They understand that real wealth is about the quality of life, not the quantity of possessions. So the next time you see someone flaunting their wealth, ask yourself, are they truly wealthy? Or are they just trying to prove something? Are they secure in their wealth, or are they insecure? Are they free, or are they enslaved by their need to show off? The answers to these questions may surprise you. Remember, the paradox of wealth is not just a concept, it's a reality. And it's a reality that can change the way you think about wealth and success. So, if you're intrigued by this paradox, hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to us. We live in a world of illusions, especially when it comes to wealth. Take a moment to imagine what wealth looks like. Perhaps you're picturing flashy cars, designer clothes, and extravagant vacations. In our society, these material possessions are often seen as symbols of wealth. But let's delve a bit deeper into this perception. It's fascinating to realize that these symbols, these material possessions, are not accurate indicators of true wealth. They are merely the surface-level manifestations that many associate with affluence. But in reality, these material goods are often just a facade, a meticulously constructed illusion of wealth. This illusion is compelling and pervasive. It's easy to believe that the person driving that luxury car, or living in that mansion on the hill, is incredibly wealthy, but often the reality is starkly different. Studies have shown that many people who flaunt their wealth with material possessions are not as financially secure as they might appear. In fact, many are in debt, and some significantly so. They're living beyond their means, using credit to fund a lifestyle they can't truly afford. They're caught in a cycle of consumption, constantly chasing after the latest gadget, the newest fashion, or the most extravagant experiences, all in an effort to maintain the illusion of their wealth. The truth is, wealth is not about what you own, it's about what you're worth. It's about having the financial stability and freedom to live comfortably, without the constant stress and worry about money. It's about being able to make choices and decisions based on what you truly want, not what you think you need to impress others. This is a crucial distinction to understand, because if we continue to equate wealth with material possessions, we risk falling into the same trap of debt and financial insecurity. We risk being blinded by the illusion rather than seeing the reality of wealth. So, it's clear that appearances can be deceiving when it comes to wealth. And as we proceed, we'll explore more about quiet wealth, the psychology of wealth, and the pitfalls of flaunting wealth. Because understanding these aspects can help us build true wealth, not just the illusion of it. Now let's talk about the quiet wealth, the real wealth. What do we mean by quiet wealth? It's the kind of wealth that doesn't scream for attention. It doesn't parade around in flashy cars, ostentatious jewelry, or extravagant vacations. Instead, it's the kind of wealth that is accumulated quietly, diligently, and often away from the public eye. People with quiet wealth live below their means. They might have the means to splurge, but they choose not to. They understand the value of money and see it as a tool for securing their future, not as a status symbol to be flaunted. They are aware that the flashier their lifestyle, the more they have to sustain it. And sustaining such a lifestyle can often lead to financial instability. Instead, they focus on building wealth that lasts. They invest wisely in assets that grow over time. They might invest in stocks, real estate, or businesses. They understand the power of compounding and let their money work for them. They are not swayed by the latest trends or investment fads. Instead, they have a clear financial plan and stick to it. Furthermore, they prioritize long-term financial security over short-term gratification. They're not interested in impressing others with their wealth. Instead, they strive to create a financial cushion that can weather any storm. They know that true wealth is having the financial freedom to live life on their own terms. Quiet wealth is also about being content. People who possess quiet wealth are often satisfied with what they have. They don't feel the need to constantly upgrade their lifestyle or keep up with the Joneses. They value experiences over material possessions and relationships over status. In essence, quiet wealth is not just about having money. It's about how you manage that money, how you grow it, and how you use it to create a secure and fulfilling life. It's about having control over your finances, rather than letting your finances control you. Quiet wealth, then, is about more than just money. It's about financial stability and peace of mind. But why do people with money often choose not to show it off? Let's delve into the psychology of wealth. One of the main reasons is a desire for privacy. Wealth attracts attention, and often the wrong kind. From overzealous sales pitches to potential threats to personal safety. The downsides of being known as wealthy can outweigh the perceived benefits. This is why many wealthy individuals prefer to keep their financial status under wraps. Another psychological aspect is understanding the difference between wealth and worth. People who have acquired significant wealth often realize that their financial status does not define their value as a person. They understand that their worth comes from their character, their actions, and the positive impact they make on the world. Flaunting wealth can undermine this understanding, leading to a shallow sense of self-worth based purely on material possessions. This brings us to another crucial point: the realization that material possessions do not bring happiness. Numerous studies have shown that after a certain point, increased income does not lead to increased happiness. The wealthy often understand this truth deeply. They know that the endless pursuit of more money, more possessions, more status, can become an exhausting and unfulfilling treadmill. They understand that true happiness comes from relationships, experiences, and a sense of purpose. There's also a level of maturity that comes with wealth. With time, many wealthy individuals learn to appreciate the responsibility that comes with their affluence. They realize that their wealth can be used to make a difference, to create a legacy that goes beyond the mere accumulation of possessions. This sense of responsibility often discourages ostentatious displays of wealth. So, the psychology of wealth is complex and fascinating. It involves a deep understanding of the limitations of money, the importance of personal worth, and the fulfillment that comes from using wealth responsibly. But it's clear that true wealth goes far beyond material possessions. Flaunting wealth may seem appealing, but it comes with its own pitfalls. It's a topic that's as old as the hills, yet remains relevant in our contemporary society. A quick gander at social media platforms reveals a multitude of individuals showcasing their latest designer purchases, luxury vacations, and opulent lifestyles. But what are the implications of such behavior? One major downside is the magnet for unwanted attention that wealth flaunting becomes. It's like painting a target on your back. Suddenly, you're a beacon for those with less than honorable intentions. Opportunists, scammers, and even criminals could be drawn to your display of wealth. This unwanted attention can lead to a host of problems, from petty annoyances to serious threats to your safety and well-being. Moreover, flaunting wealth can create unrealistic expectations. When you constantly showcase a life of luxury, you may feel pressured to maintain that image. You might find yourself in a cycle of ostentatious spending, trying to keep up appearances. This can lead to financial stress and even debt, as you attempt to sustain a lifestyle that's beyond your means. Another pitfall of flaunting wealth lies in the potential to alienate friends and family. Relationships can be strained when there's a perceived imbalance of wealth. Friends and family may feel uncomfortable, inadequate, or even resentful. They may feel pressure to match your spending, leading to their own financial stress. This can cause tension, damage relationships, and create a sense of isolation. Generally, flaunting wealth can also lead to a lack of authenticity. When you're constantly putting on a show, it's easy to lose touch with your true self. You may start to value material possessions over personal growth and genuine relationships, which can lead to a sense of emptiness and dissatisfaction. As we can see, showing off wealth can lead to more problems than it solves. So, while the allure of flaunting wealth may be tempting, it's worth considering the potential pitfalls before deciding to put your wealth on display. So, what lessons can we learn from people with real wealth? Well, let's dive in. The first lesson we can glean from the wealthy is the importance of living below your means. This doesn't suggest a life of scarcity or deprivation. Rather, it's about understanding that a bigger house or a flashier car isn't necessarily an indicator of real wealth. In fact, it's quite the opposite. The truly wealthy understand the value of financial longevity over short-term display of opulence. Next, let's discuss investing wisely. Many wealthy individuals didn't achieve their status by accident. They've made informed, strategic decisions about where to put their money. They understand that investing isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, but a long-term game. They diversify their investments, spreading their wealth across various assets like stocks, bonds, real estate, and startups. They're patient and know that wealth grows over time, not overnight. Now onto our third lesson. Understanding that wealth is about more than just material possessions. For those with real wealth, money is often seen as a tool, a means to an end, not the end itself. They understand that wealth offers freedom, security, and the ability to make a difference in the world. It's not just about accumulating stuff, but about creating opportunities and experiences for themselves and others. And lastly, the wealthy understand the value of education and continuous learning. They know that the world is constantly changing, and to stay ahead, they need to keep learning. They read, they listen, they observe, and they never assume they know it all. This willingness to learn and adapt is a key factor in their financial success. By learning from those with real wealth, we can all make smarter financial decisions. These lessons, when applied, can set us on the path to financial freedom and success. It's not about aspiring to be rich for the sake of it, but about understanding what real wealth looks like and how it can be achieved. So we've learned a lot today about wealth and the illusion of wealth. We've delved into the paradox of wealth, where the more we show off our riches, the less wealthy we may actually be. We've unraveled the illusion of wealth, understanding that outward appearances can be deceiving, and that real wealth often lies hidden beneath the surface. We've explored the concept of quiet wealth, where those with true affluence often remain inconspicuous, choosing to invest in experiences and relationships over flashy possessions. We've examined the psychology of wealth, how it can change our perspectives and behaviors. We've discussed the pitfalls of flaunting wealth, how it can lead to a hollow existence, devoid of substance and fulfillment. Finally, we've taken away valuable lessons from the wealthy, learning that real wealth is about more than just money. It's about financial stability, peace of mind, and living a life that you love. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.